Good morning, boys and girls. First off, I want to give a shout out to Roy Caker for picking and choosing the only comment this week, or this episode. We are going to look at his pick, which is going to be Pancham. So right off the bat, Pancham, according to this card, has 70 HP, is a fighting type. In the Pokemon games, I believe he also becomes Dark type when he evolves, but just a few characteristics here. He's got a white head with some dark eyes, dark ears, rest of the dark body, white tail, carries around a leaf. According to this, it says he's 2 feet tall, weighs 17.6 pounds, playful Pokemon. And, well, if you haven't seen the Pokemon series, it's a favorite of one of the main characters in X and Y, but we're not going to focus on the anime. We're going to focus on what animal Pancham comes from. So, if you're familiar with animals around the world, Pancham most definitely comes from the giant panda. So, what are some connections between Pancham and a giant panda? Let's find out. So, as I mentioned before, Pancham comes from the creature known as the giant panda. The giant panda is a large bear-like creature with black and white features. It has black fur on its arms and legs, on the shoulders, kind of going around the top part of the back, on its ears or ear tufts, and it has eye patches, black eye patches around its eyes. Where it has white fur is on its head, except for the eye patches, and it has a white lower back and belly. Also, a fun fact, underneath the black and white, underneath the black fur, there is black skin. And underneath the white fur, there is pink skin. Kind of interesting. The scientific name, this is getting a little more scientific, but the scientific name for the giant panda is Ailuropoda melanoloca, which Ailuro means cat and poda means feet or foot. So cat foot or foot-like, cat-like feet maybe. And melano means black and loca means white. This all comes from Latin. So black, white, cat foot or cat feet. Now, if you're more familiar with other animals around the world, the panda, the giant panda, is also referred to commonly as the panda bear. While this is also semi-accurate, it is the giant panda, but it is related to bears. It is in the Ursidae family. You can find pandas in China, in the mountains and the forests of China. And if you ever come in contact with a panda, all's usually well. They usually have a calm disposition. They're very tranquil. They're not too aggressive. They do love to eat. They will eat and eat and eat some more. And they eat quite a bit, but we'll talk about their diet in just a moment. However, when they are in groups, especially if you ever find one in a zoo, or if you've seen these on YouTube or on social media, pandas can be very, very playful. They love to have fun. They love to play. And they're very human-like in that aspect. Go ahead and search a video elsewhere for that one. So, it is, again, scientific terms, it is in the order Carnivora, meaning it can eat meat. However, pandas are mainly herbivorous, meaning it eats plants. Most of its diet is bamboo shoots or leaves. If you don't know what bamboo is a very tough plant. A lot of the meat is in what we call the stalk or the woody stems or the shoots. Now, these bamboo shoots are tough. They're so tough, humans have been using them to build fences, using them to support buildings. They are tough. However, pandas love to eat them. They will eat them. They chow them down like nobody's business. However, they can, and they still do, eat meat. In fact, an old professor of mine said, if given the chance between bamboo and a nice juicy steak, the panda will go for the steak every time. Now, this professor also talked about food quite a bit, but he had a point. Pandas will eat different kinds of meats. In fact, their digestive system is still set up for carnivore lifestyle. However, pandas will still and are primarily herbivorous. They do eat plants a lot more. Now, in China, pandas are national icons. They're very synonymous, meaning they're associated most often with China. They are very cute and adorable if you haven't seen a panda before. Usually in plushes, pictures, blankets, all these different types of things. But they are also susceptible for hunting or poaching or capturing animals illegally. And because of poachers, a lot of the pandas have been dying off in the past 30 plus years, meaning that they have been considered endangered. However, thanks to what we call conservation efforts, a lot of these pandas have been making a comeback in population numbers, meaning that the population is rising. And in the past few recent years, pandas are no longer considered endangered. They are considered vulnerable, which is a level better than endangered. And that is great. These conservation efforts are made to keep pandas safe. Now, pandas are primarily found in China. The Chinese government does keep them, but they can be loaned to other countries, mainly for their zoos, in order to protect them, in order to show them off, in order to help breed and produce more pandas, little baby pandas. For example, if you're in North America, you can find pandas in zoos in cities such as San Diego, California, Atlanta, Georgia, Washington, D.C., Toronto, Canada, and there's one in Mexico. I'm not remembering exactly where, but it's a really big zoo in Mexico. In fact, they have had a lot of success being one of the first ones to breed pandas outside of China. So what we want to do, we've learned a little bit more about pandas, and we want to compare this to Pancham. So we can tell that by the Pokemon card, Pancham is the playful Pokemon, and pandas can be very playful. There are videos extensively online of them just playing around, crawling on their keepers and zoos. They play with toys, they roll around, they love playing in the snow. And Pancham is very similar in the X and Y Pokemon anime. Pancham can be found playing and dancing and performing quite a bit with one of the main characters. Pancham does carry a leaf in its mouth. Presumably that is a bamboo leaf, which is what what giant pandas eat. Their coloration is basically the same. They are found in usually the same types of areas. Pancham usually find in grassy, woody areas in the anime or in the game. And I think the Pokemon creators did a spot-on job trying to recreate a Pokemon based off of the giant panda. But guys, let me know what you think. Let me know how we did. And if you like the video, if you like the information, hopefully I can make a few more of these. I'm sorry that it came out a little bit late this week, but life happens, and I'm glad to do more of these for you guys. So go ahead and give a share, give a like, subscribe, and help make more content and share and teach you guys a little bit more. We're gonna have another Pokemon pack opening. And just so you're aware, I am a little bit impatient when it comes to cards and opening packs, so the next card opening pack is pre-recorded from when I opened the pack originally, but I will have it surprise for you and have you guys pick what Pokemon you want me to do next. So, and also I'll try and make these videos a little bit, maybe twice a week until the summer ends. Once school starts, well, life goes back to normal, but we'll see what happens. Until then, we'll see you next time. Pokemon and Wildlife, out.